This is my voice pre-T. This is my voice 1 month on T. My voice 2 months on T. This is my voice 3 months on T. This is my voice 4 months on T. This is my voice 5 months on T. This is my voice 6 months on T. This is my voice 7 months on T. This is my voice 8 months on T. This is my voice 9 months on T. This is my voice 10 months on T. This is my voice 11 months on T. This is my voice 1 year on T. Hey guys, this is Spries and Spries is me, and today I am so excited because today is the anniversary of me starting testosterone. And so today I just wanted to talk about all of the really awesome benefits I've gotten from starting testosterone and like all of the really cool things I get to do moving forward. So on an overview, I had to write this down so I wouldn't forget. I'm going to talk about the positives of my testosterone that I've been taking and the negatives. And then I will go into talking about some other stuff as well. But I'm just going to get started because I don't want this video to be too long. Alright, so the positives that have happened after 1 year on testosterone is I had, of course, like the most known thing and the most thing that most trans guys talk about is their voice deepening. And that has played a really huge role in me going on testosterone. I thought it was awesome too because I've had voice cracks and you could just tell over the process of like the last few months how much of an impact and how my voice has changed. Sometimes I do talk on a more higher level, but like usually when I'm really comfortable and when I'm able to really talk, I'll talk in my more deeper voice, what you hear. Because sometimes I talk way up here for some reason and I don't know why. It's just like whenever I work at Hot Topic, I end up talking in like, for some reason my salesperson voice is like, "Hi, how you doing? It's great to see you again." And I sound like sound dorky. So I'm gonna move on to the second thing. The second thing, which is a positive, is I have begun to get facial hair. Right now, it's hard to see, but I do have a lot of facial hair growing once I get closer up. I got like all of this right here. Sorry for my acne, guys. But all of this is facial hair. In my family, usually like how you can know like how your facial hair will start off or like how it will end up over the course of time is usually by like how your family is. Most of the guys in my family, it takes them a while to grow hair and like they don't really grow long hair and all that. So it really just depends on you, I guess, in all honesty. Like some guys, they're able to grow their hair like a few months in, and I'm still kind of peach fuzz. But a good method on helping that as well is if you shave, then your hair will probably grow back more thick and more darker. So that's what I plan on doing pretty soon. Alright, so the next thing that has been a huge impact is fat redistribution. Now, I haven't talked about like underlying conditions I have, like with medical stuff, but pretty much what it is I have hypothyroidism. So that's like a huge topic to talk about, but pretty much your thyroid takes care of like a whole bunch of stuff in your body, and it's like a really important part of your body. And so mine is underactive, so it's kind of dying. So that means a lot of effects happen to me. And one is weight gain. So like if you guys haven't watched my videos in a long time and you just come upon this one, then you'll realize like that I've gained weight. You can see it in my face. And that's because my thyroid has been way off from what it's supposed to be currently. So I'm working on a way to like be able to get my weight down again. But otherwise than that, like I have had a lot of fat redistribution in my body, and I've really noticed it. Like if I took a picture of me now and then I took a picture of me back in the day, you can see like the differences of how much I've changed over that period of time, not counting my weight. For the next part, this part is like, I'm not going to say a lot about it because it's more personal level, but like with all people on testosterone, usually you get growth in regions, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about, I have so many more positive things, but the last thing I wanted to talk about was more self-esteem and more positivity, and body positivity has been a big thing. I haven't got to all my goals yet, but I feel like I'm really on my way to it. Now, for the negative things from testosterone, I only wrote 2 things down because I don't really see any like really negative things that testosterone is for me. The one thing I put, the one of 2 things I put down is acne, and it's pretty much going through puberty again. So I actually had a really good facial, like I didn't have acne for a while, and it all decided to come back. And that's because my face is super oily and it doesn't look good. I look weird and horrible, but what can you do? I'll just have to work through it. The other thing that is the only like I take as like an actual negative thing with testosterone is more irritation and anger has played a huge role on just the negative stuff. Like, for every trans person, it is different for people on testosterone. Like, some people don't have, like, any mood changes at all. Some people have, like, slight mood changes. And I feel like I'm more on, like, the slight mood changes because I have had more irritation when I used to not care about, like, really, like, as an example, is, like, really simple things. I wouldn't, like, care too much about it. But, like, now, like, little things, like, can affect me with anger more. Like, it's hard to explain, but, like, it's kind of like a mood change. But I don't know for sure if it has to do with testosterone, because I do have, like, other, like, mental stuff going on, so I don't know if that could play a role in it at all. But that's, like, the only 2 things I really have wrong with testosterone, which isn't, like, much, because testosterone has pretty much saved my life. And now I'm going to get into why that is. Now, I don't want to talk too long about, like, all of this stuff, but I wanted to just address it so I'm able to, like, really show, like, how much I really appreciate being able to transition in my life. So, before I started testosterone, where I go is I go to, like, one of the best known, medical places in the United States and probably the world, and most of you guys know what it is, but they're Mayo Clinic. So I get to go there for that, and they have like a really amazing trans health system going. And there's just a nice community of like doctors and stuff who like to talk with people and like help them get on testosterone and stuff like that, which helped a lot, was being able to meet them and all that. And the thing what I wanted to get into was a little, I'd say like a month or 2 before I was able to like really get on to testosterone, I went through a really difficult time, and that time was one of the most difficult times of my life, and I ended up having to go to a mental hospital for a week to figure out what was going on. I knew what was going on, but I mean, to take a break from life, you know? And so, ever since I've got on testosterone and able to really transition and really show who I am, it all has decreased. I'm more happy than I ever have been in a lot of my life. Sure, I'm not in like the best circumstances now, like I haven't kept updated with my life and like what's going on, but like with myself, I feel very at peace, and I feel much more myself than I had those a little over a year ago. So I decided, I don't know if I'll go through with this because I've been on and off with stuff all the time, but I decided maybe I would start talking more about like my life and what's going on in my life and like my mental health and all that stuff, just for like backtracking and being able to look back and say, hey, how was I at this part of my life? because I feel like with videos, it's the best thing for me to do. It's like the most productive thing for me to do, and I feel like that will help a lot. And so that went on longer than I wanted it to go on, but that is more on like my mental health and like how I'm doing with my transitioning. All right, now I'm going to talk more about moving on forward into my next steps and my improvements. So a huge thing that I'm going to be doing in my life is I'm going to try to be getting healthier and work on like my physical health as well. And so that's a huge thing because I've been having a lot of pain lately, and like there's just been a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's really difficult and like really long, and I don't want to describe all of it because I'll just sound like I'm whining. But the next step I have moving forward is working on my health, so then I can drop a few pounds and maybe like be able to go out more and like do a lot of more activities. And then I decide that I want to get top surgery. And I am super excited about that because with me, I feel like it's going to be a few years yet before I can get top surgery because I am offered under my insurance to get top surgery for free. But there is a specific surgeon that I really want to go to because I really love his results. Most of you guys probably know who he is, but his name is Garamoni. And like a lot of like people on YouTube, a lot of trans people and non-binary people gone to him. And his results are just so amazing. And unless I find somebody that's similar to him that has my insurance, I'm just going to go to him. And I'll have to save money up for that. But that's working on my improvements and what I plan on doing next. Alright guys, so finally I want to close out with how to get on testosterone. If any of you guys are wondering, if any of you guys are watching this video who decided that you wanted to start testosterone, but an easy way to start is to reach out to anybody in the medical field. The best way to do is just talk to them and ask them about like some programs that can help you out. With me, I had my mom who helped me back in the day. She talked to, of course, since I live by Mayo Clinic, it was easy because they have a program for trans people, their program is amazing, honestly. But the best way to do is get in contact with the medical professionals or a therapist. I would suggest that. And it is a multi-step process on being able to get on testosterone. And if any of you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments, and I can definitely answer them for you because I always read all my comments, and I know like what's going on, and I can answer any specific questions if you have any. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I can't believe it. This is a celebration. Yay! 1 year on testosterone. I'm so happy. Okay. Alright, my voice ended up going higher throughout this whole video because straining voice and anxiety. Very fun. Okay, I'm done talking now. This is Spries, and Spries is me, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay happy and healthy. Bye, guys. It's pretty much it's going through your